Hello and welcome back to another edition of Talking Quack and Smack with TC Duck Club. I'm Skylar Ray.
I'm Keith Talbert.
And boy, do we have a special episode today. We've been talking duck hunting, now we're fixing to talk about some groceries.
Amen.
To get today started, we're about to open up yet another bag of our favorite coffee. Not just because of the name, but because of the taste. And if you hadn't tried Dirty Duck Coffee Company, you ought to.
Wonderful.
Look, let me tell you something, son. My wife loves waking up to the morning wood coffee, that is. You know, not being dirty, but she loves.
That's right. We had it.
Morning
we had
wood.
the pack of it because it's already
We
open.
got a packet of everything. I keep this stuff.
It's about half gone too.
I keep this stuff.
There
Keith brought over.
you go. There you go.
A little.
That's good right there. Let's put the top.
Little old percolating coffee
I'll do
cup.
that while you talk.
But we got a special deal going on. Keith's gonna make a breakfast casserole. I'm fixing to go downstairs, fire up the Blackstone. So y'all stay with us. We're going to keep cooking it.
All right, so to get started with this breakfast casserole, how many of you have been to Cracker Barrel and whatever you order at Cracker Barrel, they ask you what side do you want? What side do you want, Skylar?
Double order hash brown. That's the one side.
Hash brown.
I want the double order.
I mean, so there's nothing better than a good old hash brown casserole. So in my mixing bowl, all I have in there already is one egg, and the ingredients is simple. This is why this is such a good recipe. Number one, is it Fat Boy approved? 100%. Number two, it ranks high on the easy scale. So what we're going to
Hold
do?
on, easy?
Easy.
Man, I done got my Bo Jackson apron on.
Oh, well, he's hard working.
I mean, I'm here to do work.
Hey, and here, speaking of aprons, I mean, I don't know if anybody's paid attention to mine, but I got this one for Christmas. And it says, you know, don't worry, I can do this because I've watched a YouTube video. Of course I watched a YouTube video. It's a TC Duck Club YouTube video.
Well,
so
yeah, you got to kind of watch YouTube videos if you can't read.
Where do they need to go to get our social media stuff, Skylar?
Where can they not?
Where can they not?
I mean,
we got it on everything.
You can go to New York City and get it. Old Meat up there will tell you where it is. But you can go to YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, you name it. We're on it.
All right, so all I put in there was a little finely chopped onion. Now, can of cream of chicken soup. Don't put the lid in there. But a can of cream of chicken soup. Like I said, this is easy. You don't have to measure out ingredients. One thing Nicole will tell you is I love to cook. But the second thing Nicole will tell you is I can make a mess in the kitchen. Well, there's nothing like A, not having to measure anything, and B, it being pretty simple. So, and less of a mess. So there's that.
And less griping.
And less griping from the wife. And then when you're in Jen's kitchen, you've really got to be good. An 8-ounce container of sour cream. All right. We're just going to use all of this one. Whole 8 ounces. That's the thing. Like I said, it's simple. Didn't have to measure a thing. Buy an 8-ounce container, use 8 ounces. And then we're going to do 1/4 cup of butter. And for you other guys out there that's trying to surprise you wives and make be real good, the butter has marks on the side of it, tells you how much 1/4 cup actually is. On a stick of butter, 1/4 cup is 1/2 stick. All right. Little black pepper, freshly ground black pepper. We'll add some more of that in a minute. Some salt. We'll adjust that to taste. And some garlic powder. There's that. I'm done with that one too, boss.
And while we're talking about that, nothing goes better for breakfast than hog meat.
Hey, man, pork.
Look, I love some pork.
I love pork.
But not just any pork. Look at this flavored sausage from the Pick and Save.
Yes, sir.
It's the only place I've seen it. But Captain Charlie from Island X, Rod and Merritt, everybody loves the blueberry sausage. We've got apple and pineapple. They've got a little bit of everything. But we're fixing to go down and fire up the Blackstone as soon as Keith gets this bad boy mixed up. Man, it's looking good.
Last ingredient is a big bag, the large bag of thawed.
You done with this butter?
I am. Thawed hash browns. That's all you got to do. Mix all of this up. The main, most important ingredient is yet to come. Nothing better than some cheddar. And we're going to use about half of this right now. We'll doctor up the top of it here in a minute. Get this incorporated, mixed in well.
Keith, you're going to love this. You're going to love this.
What's up?
Look over your shoulder, son.
Oh, that's a percolating. Let's adjust that temperature where it's not hitting so hard. There, we'll slow
I feel like
Damn.
I feel like Augustus McCrae.
Look at this, guys. I don't know if y'all can see this or not, but that coffee is just bumping right there in the top, just percolating just nice and slow. What we're going to do is we're going to percolate for about 8 or 9 minutes and let that coffee get blended up in that percolator. You can go buy these big expensive coffee makers and everything else if you want to, but you can also get you an old camp stove coffee percolator, and it'll do just as good, if not better. Nothing about old school. We like old school around here. Where's me a pan? Give me one of my
Oh,
casserole.
I got you right here.
I need a casserole dish, boss.
I got you.
I need a casserole.
And we're going to spray the inside with Pam, I'm assuming?
Yes, sir.
You know, Pam's handy.
I like Pam. Her and Little Debbie.
Pam and Little Debbie. I bet they were classmates. You know,
Could've been.
one's the grease and one's the cookie.
That's
you
right.
know, you can't beat it.
No.
If they're
Little
not-
Debbie didn't do nothing without Pam.
No, you can't. You can't make an oat. I mean, you ever seen how bad oatmeal sticks?
Oatmeal
Look at
cream
that.
pie.
See how
Hey,
evenly coated that is?
that is very evenly coated.
That's professional.
That's what we do. And now, once you've got that, that's it, guys. That's all the ingredients that there is. And I have made very little mess in Jen's kitchen. She'll be proud of me.
Except on your foot.
I'll get that, though.
Jennifer's gonna
Puppy dog, get that.
Jennifer's gonna get you.
Where's Puppy dog?
Done with your onion.
Down with the onion.
I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna clean the grill with that bad boy.
Clean the grill. It has been properly. We're gonna get all that. Get all that.
Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep.
So teamwork makes the dream work.
That's it.
So while Keith's getting up the mess
yeah,
in the
he made a
floor,
little bit of a mess here.
I'm gonna spread this bad boy out.
This just keeps me and you from getting killed.
Yeah, all that. Twice.
And then we'll put this in a 350 oven for about 45 minutes. And y'all gonna love the results of that.
You said 350?
Yes, sir, a 350 oven.
That's all day, baby.
All right. We're going to set our timer for about 45 minutes, and then we'll check on it. We'll catch y'all back in just a little bit. We'll probably be down here on the Blackstone whooping up the rest of this breakfast.
What, dude, we're going to make it a little quicker. Let's turn it on the convection bait. Watch this. You said 350?
Yes, sir.
All day long, twice on Sunday.
It
We'll
is
be here
Sunday.
all week.
When you suffer the loss of a loved one, call the local folks at Perry Funeral Home in Center. They love their community and will take good care of you in your time of need. Located at 1611 East Bypass Center, or call 256-927-3222. All right, it's been a little bit, so we're gonna go ahead and, if you don't mind, I'm gonna do the honors on this guy right here and pour us both a little cup of Joe.
Do it, I dare you. Honey, hush.
Look at, do you smell that? Golly, that smells good. And this is First Flight, correct?
That is, it's First Flight, which is a flavor, just a name flavor,
Right.
if you will. And I have not tried First Flight. Have you had any of it yet?
That's what I'm saying. It's a French roast, medium roast, and again, this Dirty Duck Coffee company, First Flight. It's a medium roast on this one. This is golly, that smell though.
Look, I love the smell of it, but I also really like to add a little bit of like something extra to mine.
I understand.
I'm not tough enough to drink it black.
Oh, well, this is straight black right here, baby. And if I get it coming out of that percolator, you know how hot it is.
Oh, all of it.
If you can't see the steam, guys, I'm telling you, and girls.
I do. I like to add a little creamer to mine.
My gosh, it's so smooth. There's no aftertaste on that.
Oh, you can't beat it. I know.
French roast may be or the First Flight may be my favorite.
Well, I know you're gonna make fun of me for putting ice in my coffee.
I'm not.
But while we're sitting here, somebody probably will. You know, everybody's got an opinion.
Oh,
But-
when I check the comments, I'm sure there's going to be comments.
Well, you know, I just don't want third-degree burns on the roof of my mouth.
That's what I understand.
But while we're talking about iced coffee, if you hadn't already, got to check out Dirty Duck Coffee Company. But they also sent us the iced coffee.
That's what I was fixing to say. Where did that go?
I think we got some in a can.
Yeah.
In there. I got to keep it in the pantry fridge because if I put stuff out here, it comes up missing. People drink it. I don't like that. That's the best cup of coffee I've ever had. I'm definitely.
This is the cold brew coffee, the Dirty Duck cold brew coffee, and
There's something to be said about convenience and K cups, and they have K cups there, but you ain't getting this type of cup of coffee out of a K cup.
No, sir.
I mean,
it's smooth. I'm talking about how it's not an aggressive, and like I said, you've got, and I don't. People have to put cream and sugar in their coffee, and there's nothing wrong
No, I
with
didn't
that.
put any sugar.
That's fine.
I just put a little bit of creamer, but
That's
it's not
fine.
sugar free, so maybe I did put. I don't know. It's just
Well, with French roast, French vanilla, okay. I mean,
oui.
oui, monsieur. Y'all didn't know we was a couple cultured son of a guns, but for just straight black coffee though,
Hey,
that's
hey,
as
Jim.
smooth as you can get it.
Oh yeah, that's right there. That right there's out of bounds.
Shut up! That ain't a cinnamon roll.
Oh yeah, we got cinnamon rolls coming out of the oven.
What flavor cinnamon rolls?
Oh, they're orange rolls.
orange roll.
Honey, hush.
Absolutely, some real good coffee. And I haven't tried. Have you tried the cold brew? I haven't done it yet either.
I have tried the cold brew, and it's quickly replacing the coconut berry Red Bull. As a morning routine.
Understood.
But now, I still like a Red Bull.
Understood.
I love a Red Bull, actually. It's like
I'm a Ghost Energy guy.
Oh, you really?
Oh yeah.
Not so much. I like the coconut berry. I like the watermelon.
Ghost Peach may be the best thing out there.
I like those, but I'm just a coconut berry Red Bull guy.
Well, we're fixing to go to the Blackstone and see what else we got cooking up this morning for breakfast,
Jennifer,
guys. Y'all gonna love this.
get
This
up
is gonna be
right
a great
now
video.
and pour out that cup
First
of coffee
cooking
and come try this.
podcast that we've done.
Look, I'm
so
telling you, it's the best.
go ahead and critique us. Give us some comments,
Dad.
what you like,
Dad,
what you
Dad.
don't like.
Come here.
Give us a recipe or something that you want to see us cook. Feel free to comment and give us some ideas of what you'd like to see us do. Whether it's a cooking video or whether it's a topic on a podcast you want us to cover. So give us a comment and let us know what you like. So I told you a while ago when we got back with you, we beat the Blackstone, and here we are. We've got the green egg fired up also. Master Chef Skylar is working here on the Blackstone, and I'm not just I can help deal with bacon. Y'all don't know how to fry bacon? There's a YouTube video, TC Duck Club. We'll show you how.
You know, and I saw a sign one time. I think Big O showed it to me. Big O actually saw the sign. Big O just sent me a text message. But the sign said, if you don't like bacon, you're wrong.
That's correct.
And there's never been anything more true.
Nothing more true. Big O knows his way around the grill too. You can tell by looking at him.
Yeah.
You don't get a nickname Big O and can't cook. We woke Jack up this morning. Jack's with us now, so.
No doubt. But when you don't know how to cook, you'll just stand here and make sure the pan's ready to put it on there.
Everybody's got to have a part, Jack.
No doubt, no doubt.
What are you going down with right there, big boss?
We're laying down some hot sausage from Tennessee Pride. No offense to Jimmy Dean, but Tennessee Pride's got him beat.
On the hot sausage for sure, because his hot sausage is legit. Nothing about a pig we won't eat around here, guys.
No, we eat meat chitlins.
Bacon, sausage, ham, bologna.
I
Fried
love-
bologna on the Blackstone, guys, come on. They
Ain't
don't get
nothing
on
says
that.
Alabama like fried bologna on black.
No way. It ain't but 97 degrees out here, and we got a fire going, got a Blackstone going.
My wife loves it too when we burn trash.
Oh yeah. That's how you recycle. Tell me about that cup of coffee you had this morning.
So, for everybody listening, if you're just joining in, we had the Coleman percolating coffee maker like you'd use camping. We use that all the time just so we can feel rustic, manly. And we put some Dirty Duck coffee, some high velocity Dirty Duck coffee in that percolator, and son, it'd make a train take a dirt road.
I had to make another brew. The crew upstairs said, hey, you got to make some more.
Look, they need to be drinking that K-Cup stuff because that ain't for everybody. That Dirty Duck coffee is for grown-ups.
Looking good in the
Honey,
neighborhood.
So we're going down with some blueberry sausage, some pineapple sausage,
Captain Charlie, it's for you, dog.
and some apple sausage. Get it away from
Nothing
the
like
tree.
some good old smoked sausage.
Honey, hush.
You can put some of them sausage patties over there too.
You want to try it?
Ain't no trying. I've done it.
Let's do it, baby. Go ahead.
Oh, well, I'm not afraid.
So if you're wondering,
Putting the bologna on there, or are you gonna leave it on the black?
It does better on the black stuff. There's nothing wrong with smoked bologna now. But it does better if you do it as a whole stick.
Putting all that on there.
if you're wondering about the fire in the background, if you get a country bumpkin, something that is flammable and that'll burn,
We're gonna have a fire.
we're gonna have a fire. So we got a bunch of pallets, and we've been putting the fire to them.
Jack is Jack is like the little girls on Price is Right. I mean, he's an assistant like nobody else.
Yeah,
Can't say Jack didn't have an assistant as good as we got.
Jack is our Vanna White.
Hey, at least to compare you to something pretty good.
It'd make the duck hunting trips a lot more fun if Jack really did look as good as Vanna White.
Well, okay.
Vanna White,
We went
I've been
there.
your friend since '87.
Yep.
Friend and fan.
I'm not an Auburn fan, and everybody knows that I'm not an Auburn fan. But that apron,
My dad
oh, I know.
bought this apron when he was at Auburn in the '80s. Now this apron right here is pure D Americana.
All right, y'all stay with us. We'll pick back up here in just a little bit. We're going to continue to cook. Y'all know how to cook bacon by now. If not, just watch Skyler how he's flipping it. Just roll it every once in a while. You good to go. We'll check back with you in just a minute. Hello, welcome to another edition of Talking Quack and Smack. We're doing a cooking session this week for our podcast. So we done breakfast yesterday, and today I have been asked several times, how do you cook ribs? How do I cook my ribs? Mine's really no different than some of the other guys that's on the internet, but still, here we go. I'm going to show you how I do it and exactly what I do. If you hear racket in the background, smoker's getting hot. So we're just going to open up these ribs. These are baby back ribs. We're just going to take them out of the pack. And I'm just going to lay them here on my clean table. I'm on top of a bone here, and I'm just going. I'm removing the membrane, and I'm just going to come across the top of that bone, picking that membrane up. You can see how that membrane's just coming apart. You don't want to eat this. Your seasoning can't get through this. There's just nothing about it makes any reason. I've heard people say, well, you can't tell a difference in the tenderness of it. And you may not can. But that is like a coating of armor for my seasoning. Nothing to it. Again, I'm getting right on top of a bone. And I went about 3 bones up to get started. And then when you just like that. Now we're going to pat these dry. We're going to apply our seasoning. Oh, you didn't use a mustard binder. No, you're right. I didn't. Well, you can't taste the mustard. You're right. Do I use a mustard binder? Sometimes. But you don't have to. Same thing on both slabs. Good coating. That paprika in there is going to put a good mahogany color on these ribs. Yes, I use a store-bought rub. I don't make my own. Keep it simple. I love keeping it simple. When you roll it up, anywhere you might have missed, you can reapply or soak it up with your meat. Yes, you coat the underside too. I've had people ask that. Well, you do the bone side? Well, yes, there's meat back there also. Now, you want to give these just a minute and let them sweat in once you get done seasoning them. You want to let them sweat in, and what that means is you're allowing the seasoning to absorb into the meat some. Pat them dry, pat them in. That helps speeds up the process. We're not in any hurry. As you can see, we didn't lose any. That is going to be, and before y'all get on to me about my table, I wash my table with Dawn's dish detergent, just like you wash your dishes. So y'all stay off of me about my table now. And my food prepping station. And that's it. Gonna get this pit boss up to 300 degrees and let it go. Pit boss is coming up to temp. Gonna lay them in there like that. I am gonna remove that hot top rack for this cook because I'm gonna be spritzing occasionally here. I usually spritz about every 30 minutes while we're coming up to temp. Just make sure that grill grate is closed. And I want these, I don't want them directly over that burner. If y'all familiar with a pellet smoker, there's a burner right here, right in the middle, so I don't want them directly over it. And we'll let that get back up to temp. We'll check on these in about 30 minutes. So several people have asked me, hey, what about a barbecue sauce? What do you use for a barbecue sauce? If you're from the South and if you've ever been down around Tuscaloosa, you know, to maybe an Alabama football game. Since my wife is a graduate from there, Roll Tide. There's a very famous barbecue facility down there that makes some really good ribs as well. And they're very well known for their sauces. You can go buy it in the store. And some of you prefer to do that, and that's fine. But some of you be like, I ain't got time to go to the store, but I got some simple ingredients here at the house. How can I just make it here at the house? I'm gonna show you. This is this has 6 ounces of just pure or straight white vinegar. It's all about keeping it simple. And I'm going to show you in a minute why there's 6 ounces of vinegar. So there's 6 ounces of vinegar. Six-ounce bottle of Texas Pete. Think you're kind of getting the gist of this. And brand new bottle here. Giving me a little time. That's all right. Have a knife. Can use it. I'm gonna six-ounce bottle, 6 ounces of vinegar. So that would mean equal parts. Some of y'all I've had in school, so that's the reason I'm doing this explanation like this. Now, here comes a little difference. This is an 8-ounce bottle of mustard, and I'm not going to use it all. So, oops. All right, now there's 2. I got to get this in there because that's exactly 2 ounces left inside that mustard bottle. And then we're just going to add a 18 ounce I love these seals, but here again, have a knife. Can use it. This is just original barbecue sauce. All right. Lid back on it. and mix it up. Now, it's going to take a minute to get that mustard mixed up, but once that mustard gets mixed in there and blended well, you're going to have Dreamland barbecue sauce. All right, it's been about 30 minutes. Temps is rolling just real close to 300. We've got the pit boss sitting in here just right. So, going to spritz these guys for the first time. Pure apple juice, just straight 100% apple juice. And we just want to give them a good, you just want to wet them really good. And we're going to do this for 2 hours. So we're at our 30-minute mark. We'll do this again at an hour. We'll do it again at an hour and a half. And then we'll spritz them and take them up at 2 hours and then wrap them. All right, so leave them on your smoker, 275, 300, whatever your smoker will do. All right, here we are. We're 1 hour in. They're looking good. My boiled peanut is looking good. Got them setting on. We're just gonna spritz again, giving them a good coating of apple juice. Hadn't got that pull back on the bone yet. Yeah, maybe a little bit. We're starting to pull back just a little bit on the bone. Just starting. All right, so we're getting ready to add some more stuff to our smoker. And we got some chicken legs. We're just gonna do some straight up old chicken legs. And these guys are just simple to do. We're gonna get them out of our pack. And then we're gonna dust them up. And I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna be putting on them here in just a second. I don't know if you can see him or not, but Pop's over in the background working on them boiled peanuts. Those Buffalo seasoned boiled peanuts is really good. But I use a Fiesta brand chicken rub. And I get this from Academy Sporting Goods, and I've got the fan going, so it's going to be I'm going to have to be a lot closer to it and do my seasoning process. But I'm trying to keep the critters, they smell barbecue and they like barbecue too. And the little flying bugs, we've had a plethora of them this summer or spring, whatever you want. We're still in May, so it's still spring. But we're gonna get these seasoned up. This chicken rub is amazing. It's not expensive seasoning either. It's a really, really good. Puts a good crust on the chicken. We just done our another spritz on our ribs. I done showed you how to do that, so I didn't want to bore you with that again. And so I've got plenty of this rub on this paper, and I'm just going to now toss these chicken legs around and around in this. These are good to go. I've got some more rub. We don't want to be wasteful. And I hope this fan isn't putting a lot of wind noise on my microphone, but I gotta have it. The bugs have come out. Most of it's Ryan Law's fault for the chicken litter. But when you live out in the country, you get country stuff, so there's that. All right, well, we're just going to transfer this guy right on over to the smoker. All right, here we are on the smoker. We're just going to alternate these guys where we don't take up, we utilize as much room as we can. And get these guys on here. looking good in the neighborhood. One more back there. Perfect. All right, here we go with our first rack of ribs. And we're just gonna wrap these guys. The wrap is by far the best method. And this just helps hold in that moisture and fat as it's rendering down. And all we're gonna do is put them right back on. I did spritz these right before I took them up, so bear with me, and I'm getting this other rack off right here. And then we're gonna roll them up and put them on there for about another hour and 15 minutes. All right, we've done checked our chickens, and they're done. So we're gonna go ahead and pull our chicken, put them in some foil where we can wrap them. Man, these things look good. I'm gonna let these cool off a minute. We're gonna go ahead and just kind of wrap them up. Help hold the heat in. All right, you want to see what the final product looks like? Here it goes. Got good pull back on the bones. They tempt at about 190. The other rack tempt at 200. So those are perfect. Here you go. Here's a perfectly cooked baby back ribs, and we're fixing to go sit down and eat on these. We're not going to eat out here in the shop. We're going to take these inside. But that's going to do it for another episode of Talking Quack and Smack. Y'all stay with us. We're going to keep killing them and grilling them.